on YouTube, live on Twitch. We are ready to party. I'm gonna be doing the LeetCode daily first, and then I'm gonna try and do some Docker stuff. Bobby Blue, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Second today. Yeah. All right. What's the daily problem, man? Can I have the VODs for digit DP? Man, I don't have to give them to you. You can go find it. Or the one where BetSim taught me. Man, they're on my YouTube somewhere, probably. Let's see. I don't know which time. Yeah, it was like last August. Good luck with today's leak codes. Thank you. Oh, dang. 3 a.m. Have a good night, man. Thank you for tuning in. All right, Bobby Blue, I got you. It was... It's one of these days, man. I don't know which day it is. On day 3 or day 4, I think that's when BetSimp came in with digit DP. Yeah, it must have been one of those days, man. Here's a link to day 3. Wait, maybe I can eyeball it. I mean, you can probably eyeball it, man. Because BetSimp was writing on the board. It might have been day 4. I don't know. I was not there this time. Wait, give me a second. Oh, this is line sweep. I did some line sweep action. Oh, Harshit from YouTube. What's happening? Welcome to the party. I'm looking for digit DP, but I don't know where it's at. It must, all right, it might have been day 4 instead. I'm gonna find it for you, Bobby Blue, don't you worry. And then I'm gonna do the daily problem. Oh yeah, look at that. It must be right here because I'm in a call with BetSimp. Because I got headphones on. All right, here we go, here we go. How do I link? How do I link? Yeah. No? Copy video URL at current time. Don't you worry. I got you. Share. Gupta, what's happened? Oh, next to dislike. I see. Share. Wait, but that's not at the time, huh? Oh, I saw starts at there. Oops. Game Moves 2 from YouTube. What's happening? Welcome to the party. There you go, Bobby Blue. That is BetSimp's digit DP. There's actually Brett's Fenwick tree lesson somewhere in here too. It's probably way before then. I think I called it something like algorithm or math professor or something teaches me. Oh, right here. If you're interested in Fenwick trees. Steven Codes Stuff. How you doing, man? Alright, Bobby Blue. This is Fenwick trees and ordered statistics trees too. Somewhere in there. You gotta go find where Brett comes on. Alright, that's it. Are you all ready? How are you doing, Steven Code Stuff? What's poppin'? Are you here to do some LeetCode or are you here to just hang out? Dang, count good triplets in an array? It wasn't... Is this one, can I even do this? I'm not trying to spend all my time on another hard problem, man. I'll read it at the bare minimum. Oh, Brett is here. Brett says I can do this. All right, let me read it. You're given two zero index arrays, nums1 and nums2 of length n, both of which are permutations of 0 to n minus 1. A good triplet is a set of three distinct values which are present in increasing order by position in both nums1 and nums2. In other words, if we consider position 1 v as the index of the value v in nums1 and position 2 v as the index of the value v in nums2, then a good triplet will be a set xyz where x less than y less than z, all within range, such that position x less than y less than z and 2x less than y less than z. I gotta look at an example. So they give us two arrays, nums1 and nums2, and there's one good triplet. So there's four triplets such that there's 2, 0, 1. Wait, are these indices? Let me try and... Man, why I got Python up here? Dang. Let me reset that. Have I solved this? Probably not. Alright, these are the two arrays they give us. These are indices. So they say four triplets x, y, z, saying 2, I'm not sure I understand here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell a triplet is. A good triplet is a set of three distinct values which are present in increasing order by position. Increasing... doing the daily, yeah, I'm trying to, man. Pose 1 of 0 is 1. What? Well, wait. You can use Fenwick. Man, I don't even know when to use a Fenwick tree, Brett. It's been such a long time. Hat Knight, how you doing? Welcome to the party. I don't even really understand the problem yet. So the only good triplet is 0, 1, and 3 because I see. Don't defense. What are you doing, man? You're ready to type race. That's what you want to do real quick. Alright, real quick. Already diving in early? I don't know. Is it early? I'm trying to get it done. Alright, type racer time. First race, warm-up round. Second race, championship round. Somebody hit up No Condom Chris. Oh, Pixel Pusher is in the house. Alright, here we go. Warm-up time. Wait, do I have... Yeah, type racer cam. Oh, triple digits for me. Not very frequent that happens. Don't defense. 98, man. Come on. Whenever No Con Chris does an early race, Pixel Pusher isn't there. Nah, that's not true. Q Ultimus, welcome to the party. Code Nightly. What's happening? Alright. Championship round. Is everybody in? I see a bunch of guests logged in here. If you have an account and you're not logged in, now's a good time to log in. Because this is the championship round, man. And it's a short one. Cool Coder, what's happening? What is he doing? Yeah, we're about to race this type racer. That's what I'm doing. Serious business. Oh, don't defense. Barely got me. Because I hesitated at the last second, man. Pixel Pusher 159. No surprises there. Q Ultimus 99. And everyone else. Guest. Yeah, we're moving today. Kinda. Mainly me. Don't defense. That's regular speed for him. Pixel Pusher, that's actually a bit slow for him. Alright, 159 for Pixel Pusher, right? Let's do that. Here we go. How do I do this? Pixel Pusher. Bet Simp, what's happening? Close on the Q4? Nah, man. Well, I guess, but I need to learn all these little tricks like the mod thing or whatever. It feels like there's just so many things you gotta know these days in order to just get any problem. Even like Q3s, sometimes even Q2s, man. It's crazy. It really makes me not want to take the contests. At least not do them live, you know. But yeah, BetSim, thank you so much for teaching me Digit DP. Not only once, but 2 times you taught me Digit DP, man. And I think it stuck with me now, and I'm able to like remember it. Alright, Pixel Pusher, 74th win. Pixel Pusher says he's gonna retire once he hits 75. Yeah, alright. Alright, can I do this problem? Or is it just too hard? 10 to the 5th. Retired 100? Nah, you trying to trigger don't defense? Anyways. Wait, what are they talking about in this, man? So they just want 3 distinct values. So I guess these triplets are just distinct values, right? So you got 201, 203, 213. And they say the only answer is 013 because 013, 013. And in this one they say there's 4. There is 403. It's 402. 403, 402, 413, 412. Wait, 41. All right, all right. Let me think. This feels kind of like some type of twosome where you use a hash map, but man, it's a hard problem, so I don't think it's just like a twosome, man. But it feels like you take the current number and you look back. Wait, let me see. So we're just looking for, first the number needs to be in both nums1 and nums2, and then they have to, dang, and the answers are long, man, so it must be some type of something. Is there a pixel pusher don't defense beef? Depends on the day if they're allies or enemies. It's just type racer beef, man. It's not even, can I even call it beef? Anyways, how are we gonna solve this problem? That's what we need to figure out. What was the answer? 0, 1, and 3. Man, how do we know that? The last time I did the get good win. What are you talking about? You're in Eric Toe's Discord server? Don't defense. Gupta is the Eric Toe Discord mod. Hey, should I go check? Is that true? I don't even know. It's been years since I looked in Eric Toe's Discord server, man. I don't even know where it is. It is, yeah. Alright, I believe you. Hey, what does Eric Toe's Discord server icon look like? I must be in it, man. Does it have a picture of his face? Or what? I can't believe I'm not in there. Did I leave it? Oh no. I'm in there. Anyways. Dang. Look at that. Moderator? I don't see Gupta there. Anyways, man. Alright, back to this problem. What are we talking about? How do you do this? NJ Gaming, welcome to the party. How are you doing? Triplets. So, only, yeah, not many people are in my server, man, because it's a paid wall. You gotta have Discord. I mean, you gotta have channel points. Alright, I don't know how to do this one, man. I have like 0 ideas, especially 10 to the 5th. That means it's like ON or N log N solution, you know? I can't think of anything really. Did the bet get cashed out? Oh no. Did I even choose the bet, man? I might have forgot to choose the bet. Oh, Jesus. Because my mind isn't even thinking about LeetCode contest these days, man. Least you can do is post the Discord link in chat. Alright, well, if that's what you want to do with your winnings that you didn't receive, I suppose I could do that. Alright, let me do that real quick, man. I'm so sorry, whoever voted no, that my points are going down. Alright, Discord link. I gotta figure out how to do all that, man. Here we go. I got it. Alright, there's a Discord link. I'll even hit it on YouTube. We say typing fast is a requirement for interviews or on the job coding. My current speed is 20 WPMs. Man, sorry. Game moves too. Sorry, I missed your message. Man, 20 WPMs ain't fast enough to get hired, man. You gotta go a little bit faster than that. Alright, here we go. Back to this problem. Like, how... What do you even do? Looking for... Alright, here's... are these unique numbers? Maybe I need unique numbers from nums1, nums2. No, maybe not. J. Chris P. Thank you very much for that subscription, man. What's happening? Not much is happening. I'm about to give up on this daily problem because it's too hard for me. That's what's happening, man. Like, I've been thinking and I got nothing. Problem is out of my league. Clearly. Alright, let me add this up here. Man, I hope... I know you're up here, right? I don't want to mess up the thing, so let me copy that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Look at that. 2 stars. This one is a little tricky, not much code, but needs an idea. Yeah, I don't have the idea. What my mind keeps thinking is something twosome, where we keep a frequency map of how many... Alright, I'm thinking maybe we can identify the numbers that appear in both nums1, nums2, and then do some type of frequency map stuff, or... And then, like, for every number here, you're looking back... Wait, all the numbers appear in both. Okay. Yeah. But because it's a long, I feel like we're adding chunks at a time. So like that's why my mind is going to frequency map. Because as we're counting, we can add a whole, like, oh, we've seen these things before, let's just add the whole chunk. Kind of like twosome, but I don't know. Yes, chunks at a time. That's where my intuition stops, man, and I don't know what else to do. That's where I'm stuck. So 0, 1, 3. So it's like once we get to a number, you should think of looping over the middle of the triple in nums1 and finding where the same number is in the middle in nums2. Sounds like some type of binary searching. So we know the good triplet is 0, 1, 3. So if we find this one, and it's like we're counting something on the left, something on the right. So this one is 1. How many of the same numbers we see on the left? So if we see the 1 here, then we see 0 there, and then we see 3 there. So that's like one triplet. But I don't even know how to implement some idea like this. So suppose you get to nums right here, yes. You then immediately know that 1 is at position 1 in nums 2. All right. Wait. Nums 1, 2 equal 1, and then nums, yeah, it's right there. How many first values are possible? I guess it's the minimum of how many there and there. How many values before nums 1? Oh, okay. So I guess there's only one possible. Man, how do you even know that though? It's like not really mid one. Intersection, yes. I see that. You track that using a Fenwick or segment tree. So that's why I'm stuck, because I don't really know how to use those things. And I don't know if I'm ready to learn it today, man. But I don't even know how you'd use them there. This may be worth skipping. Yeah, I think if I had a better understanding of when to use segment trees, I would be able to see how you'd use a segment tree here. Not the best problem to learn segment trees. Yeah, I don't even see anything. Anyways, we're skipping this. It's official. We're all waiting for Don't Defense's segment tree lecture. Yes. If only Simon would ping me on Discord. Yeah. Alright. We gotta set a time up, man. It's coming in the next 2 weeks, Don't Defense, if you're free. I've just been a little bit busy lately. But I suspect I will be not so busy towards the end of the month. Anyways, couldn't do the daily problem. NJ Gaming, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. So, are you guys ready to move over to some web dev stuff, man? The only thing I want to do is containerize this C++ application that I've created so that I can add it to my Docker Compose file and launch it with the rest of my stuff. You can call me NJ. Well, what's happening, NJ? How are you doing? Actually, I don't know how to solve that without maybe persistent segment trees, because for nums2 you need a different prefix each time. I see a lot of raw pointers. I hope those are getting freed eventually. Man, BetSimp, this is straight copy and paste from the examples from the library. So whoever wrote this library, this is the examples they give us. But I suppose, yeah, lots of, like, does that need to, I don't even know when I use raw pointers in real life. Very rarely, you know. But yeah, I do see a lot of raw pointers out here. How's LeetCode treating me? Man, LeetCode is not treating me well. You wanna see how bad I'm doing at LeetCode, man? I think I'm numb to the pain now, but it's been really hurtful. Look at my rating just fall off of, literally fall off of a cliff. And I don't think I've gotten crazy bad or anything, man. It's just I don't know, the era of LLMs are upon us. If Simon had just sat for 1 year, he'd be Guardian. Yeah. I'm thinking that's probably a good strategy in hindsight. If I had just not taken any contest, I'd have become Guardian. Wait, as you move left to right in nums1, you keep marking those indices in the segment tree, Fenwick tree. So the left count is just the prefix sum. LeetCode is hard. I mean, lately the contests have just been too hard for interviewer people or interviewees, you know. But man, yeah, Q, looks like your graph too. Still really mad about the weekly? What you mean, Bobby Blue? You still get mad at these contests, man? I used to get mad. Now I don't even really care too much. Doesn't feel good, but I don't get mad, you know. I think I'm about to see, man. I'm willing to go all the way down until I'm about to lose my night badge, and then maybe I'll retire after that. Okay, so how the hell are we gonna containerize this? Should I just ask? We should just vibe code it, man, because that is the future. Here we go. I think I need this file, that file. Make a Docker file to containerize this app. Easy work. That's how we code in 2025, man. Wait, is it asking the right agent? Should I use a thinking one? So anybody who hasn't done any vibe coding in their lives, it's scary once you start doing it. Sometimes, like lately, it's been really good, man. I've been vibe coding off stream a lot, and I've built some interesting things just by vibe coding. I don't even know how good the quality is, but it works. Do you vibe code at work? Yeah, I do vibe code at work when I can, but I don't even have that much work to vibe code, man. Like, I wish I could vibe code more at work, but there's not even that much work to do, man. At least right now. And so I've tried vibe coding before Gemini 2.5, and it wasn't really a vibe, if you know what I'm saying. But then Gemini 2.5 got released recently, like in the last few weeks, and I haven't had much to code in the last few weeks, so I haven't been able to try vibe coding on Gemini 2.5 at work. But there's like a list of things, like they're really trying to push us to be vibe coders, man. I don't even know if I can talk about these things like that, but who cares? There's like documentation on what like good things to vibe code. Like what Gemini 2.5 is good at vibe coding for us at work and stuff, you know. And I like vibe coding, man. It's hopefully it only gets better. All right, let's try some of this junk. So let's just add this somewhere. Did it work? Did it add? Oh, yeah, there it is, the Docker file that it just made. Accept. And then they want us to make a Docker ignore file. Let's take it, man. Where'd it go? Should I install that? Sure. Wait, where's the Docker ignore, man? It says it's right there. It's right there. Accept file. You can click the title of the card and they show it in the diff. What? Anyways, Docker compose, we're not ready for that yet. We don't need that. Readme file, who needs that, man? Sure, let's take it. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, go to file. Yeah, it works there for that one, but it didn't work for the other one. Wait, should I just try their Docker compose thing? I can just hit the Docker file like that. All right. Let's see. So I got Docker running. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. Soon, you don't need to type any more things to code. Well, I guess you gotta type to the LLM, but you could probably just speak to it as well. We're all just gonna be reviewing code soon instead of writing it. So you better get with the program. All right, let's try it, man. Docker compose. Let's see how's it gonna work. Is it gonna work? Because I don't even know if it will build an image, man. All right. I expect to not even build an image. Maybe I should not worry about Docker Compose right now, but maybe I'll tell it, how do I build an image? I don't even know anything, man. I'm just trying to vibe code out here. There we go. Look at that. Docker build T. That's all we need. And then it will probably error out. And then we can feed the error to the AI and have it fix it. Here we go. I don't know how to do this stuff, but let's see how good it is. Should we change to Gemini? Or what? That's what people say. I get this error. I should probably pay a little bit of attention of how to do this stuff. All right, we'll take your changes. think Claude is good. Maybe the first thing you had it do wasn't in Claude, right? No, it was in Claude 3.7. Gemini has been absolutely useless lately for my use case at work. No, Peter, what's happened? What's your use case at work? Gemini stops too early too. At least Claude keeps going in Cursor. Interesting. I've been using Gemini 2.5 and I haven't really ran into too many issues like early stoppage or anything. I've been using both Gemini 2.5 and Claude in my vibe coding sessions. Wait, what? Do we even want Ubuntu 22.04 here? Is that alright? Should I use something different? Let's just get this to work one time and then maybe I'll make some changes. It looks like it's working though. Look at that. Feels like, dang, it's huge though. Is it gonna, no, did not work. Uh-oh. Wait, is that the same? No, this is, that was the old error. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just copy this whole thing. Gemini wasn't even able to find the syntax error in a SQL file that was erroring on Azure. It took me a little while to find it myself. Are you talking about Gemini 2.0 or 2.5? I think you can just tag, you can tag terminals too. If this is, yeah, this is Cursor. Thank you. I'm gonna try and remember that next time, Gupta. Alpine is proper for Docker, lighter than Ubuntu. Oran's belt. Alright, maybe I'll think about that too. I don't really know my Linux distributions, but I know Ubuntu is like a general purpose one, but I'm sure there's a more lightweight version that I can use for this C++ stuff. But I guess I just want to get an image created first that successfully runs the app, and then after that I can worry about like modifying stuff. So can't get any more lightweight than Arch. Man, maybe Arch is too lightweight, or I don't even know. Maybe Debian. Is Debian what people usually use for stuff? Or Alpine. My team uses Alpine for most things, Ubuntu for others. Alpine. Alright, I'll check out Alpine. Alpine versus Ubuntu versus Debian. What's the difference between all of these? Rock Derek, welcome to the party. And Masterism, how are you doing? Debian is more for servers where you don't use it for desktop. Well, that's exactly what I'm using it for. This is gonna be on a server, man. But Alpine is significantly smaller than Ubuntu or Debian. Oh yeah. It's not as good as Debian based ones. Anyways, Alpine, everybody says Alpine. Alright, did it break again? It broke again. What's it saying though? Could not find, oh yeah, can't find this. That's because, why is it, shouldn't even be like that, yeah? Well, wait, what do you say? How do you tag the terminal? Oh, uh, it gives me an error in the terminal. Let me try that. Figured out the daily after a bit. I was just overcomplicating it. Dang. Bumping. That problem is too hard. Steven Saggy Ball, how are you doing, man? Also, please don't be afraid of fenwick trees. I'll explain how to use them during our teaching session. Man, you know, Brett taught me the fenwick trees the first time, and I kind of remember how it worked, but I never remember when to use them, you know. It should take 10 minutes? Yeah, right, man. Alright. So... Oh, man. I don't want to update this CMakes thing like that. I want to make like a copy or something first. Yeah, then you can update that thing. Because my CMake thing is made for Windows. I don't know how to do that. I might go on my first solo driving trip, like an hour and a half. Where are you going, Steven Sagiball? Are you going? Man, isn't it about to be nighttime out there? You can't be. Are you driving to Seattle? Meet your friend. Oh, you're not driving out to Seattle yet. Wait, you're driving out tomorrow? Dang, nice. Make you memorize doing Anki deck? No, man. Anki deck for algorithms. I don't never done Anki nothing in my life. Alright, should we try? I think we updated this stuff. Will the copy have the AI changes though? No, the copy won't. But I don't want the copy to have my AI changes because, oh shit, the copy has my AI changes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't worry. Thank you. Fixed it. It's all good now, man. Oh, we're vibing, Ismat. What's happening? No, Seattle. I leave May 2. Probably should buy a car in Seattle. Yeah, maybe. I think Seattle is a car type of place unless you live right next to work or something. Vibe coding moment. Yeah, we're vibing out here. Hopefully this dang thing compiles and it works now. I will live next to work. Oh, you're like literally going to live at work for a bit. But is work near stuff like restaurants and supermarkets? I grew up near Seattle, haven't been back there in years though. Few years. Yeah, I haven't been to Seattle in a really long time. Dang. Work is near bank? What you talking about, man? Parking is expensive in Seattle if you're in the city. I see. Yeah, I guess parking downtown anywhere is expensive. Live in Dallas. How's Dallas? You like it there? Do you wish you could move elsewhere? Are you stuck there because of a job, or are you there because you like being in Texas? Crowded. Dallas is crowded. Dang, everybody feels Dallas is crowded. Same time. Man, what's in Dallas? I don't even know what's there. Dallas Cowboys. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. I just tell the thing to figure it out. Maybe we should switch from Gemini to Claude. I give Gemini one more chance, man. If it doesn't work, I'm benching Gemini, and Claude is going up there on the field, man. Dallas Fort Worth has 8 million people. Dang, that's it? No, that sounds like a lot. I drove through Texas. Their roads sucked. Everything was under construction. Yeah, I'm in New York, but it doesn't feel super crowded all the time here. Some places are chill. They play like America's team. Oh, Cowboys? Tokyo was crowded. Yeah, Tokyo is... How many people live in Tokyo? Wait. What are they doing? They have me unofficial? I think I should trust that, man? Accept all. Of course. If we don't trust it, who will? I wished I lived in Tokyo. Dang. Tokyo. Have you been to Tokyo Don't Defense? Wait, honestly, I have good luck with DeepSeek and stick to the chat GUI only. Oh, dang, I forgot. I was supposed to switch out Gemini for Claude. Alright, last chance, Gemini. And I'm about to bench it. Easy, accept all. Yeah, that's how we do it, BetSim. Who has time to review it in detail, man? Sometimes you just gotta you have to trust your subordinates to come up with the right solution. So I trust the dang AI. You know what seems crowded though? Is that place in China. Place where they have jail cells at the apartment? What you talking about, man? Are you talking about... You talking about Hong Kong? What's that place in Hong Kong called? Kowloon? Is it Kowloon? Or what? I trust the dang AI. Nah, we'll see how it ends. I vibe coded some really cool things with like Claude and Gemini over the weekend. I wish I could show y'all, but it's top secret. One day maybe I'll show y'all. Kowloon was a great COD map. Dang. I've only seen... I know there's like a bunch of documentaries on it. I don't know. It must be in a bunch of video games and in animes and stuff. Simon just said COD. Cash on delivery, son. What you know about that, man? Ain't nobody play no Call of Duty in 2025, man. Come on. I played... When did I play Call of Duty? Probably back in like 2006. Ain't no way you just call a vibe coded app top secret. Why not? It's not about it's not about like whether or not it was built by a human or an AI. It's about the idea behind the project. That's what makes it top secret, man. Wait. You guys are talking too much today. I can't even read all the messages. I keep adding only make necessary changes. Do not touch unrelated files or parts of files. Keep changes to a minimum. Oh, I don't do all of that, man. Dang. Alright, and we're having some problems with some stuff. Let's switch it up. Let's give Claude 3.7 a little try. Okay, trying to build an image, but it is failing. Please look at the terminal. I'm thinking about building some profitable vibe coded products myself. Got some side income streams going. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too, man. You forgot to init the prompt with I am a master chef, chief, chef, what? I forgot to tell it if it doesn't do it successfully, I'm gonna deport it to El Salvador, man. Wait. What are y'all talking about? Wait, this just got. What are you talking about? It's just an AI, guys. Come on now. From Primogen streams, they give it fake currency lucratives and a mission to save the grandma from declining health to make LLMs work harder. Yeah, I've read about those things. I don't know. Well, I've read like if you tell the LLM like the whole world's survival depends on it finding the code or finding the solution, like it gives better answers, you know. Wait, what? It's still thinking? Steven Code stuff. What's happening, man? We're out here vibing. Artists have more class than developers. Who knew? Wait, what are you talking about, machine? Wait, soon everything will be vibe coded. Yeah, I think so, man. Wait, the biggest grifters in the industry are people who sell products and services using AI? I don't think so, man. I think there are some, but not all of them. What I'm building right now, I'm trying to, so on my website, yeah, maybe I can give y'all a background. I'm sure most of you know, but I have this website and I've added a chat overlay functionality. It's not live in prod, but it's live in development, which is only local host. And I'm trying to containerize my C++ WebSockets app. And I think it crashed, man. Like, it's still generating, but I don't see... I'm trying to just containerize the C++ stuff so that I can add it to the fleet, the Docker Compose fleet. But something ain't working. Hey, it's changing all my code, man. I didn't tell it to change this stuff. Should I trust it? Man, how long have you been in C++ for? Sick Logic, welcome to the party. I've been doing C++ for almost 4 years. Are you using AI for this? Yeah, I've vibe coded basically the whole chat app. And I've done some cool things. So I'm using Supabase. I'm sure most of you heard of Supabase in some form. Supabase has a few client libraries to use, but they don't have any support for C++. They got JavaScript, TypeScript, Dart, Flutter, Swift, Python, C#, Go, Kotlin, Ruby, everything else except C++. And I'm using C++. So I just vibe coded a C++ client library, man, and it's working. That's how crazy things are out here. I just told it, make me a Supabase client library in C++. And it took a few tries, but eventually it worked. And now I'm trying to vibe code my way even further. But, you want the super duper base? Yeah, that's what I'm creating, the super duper base in C++. So, geez, how do I figure out what's going on here? I don't know if C++ is the best language to build website. Have you considered using other languages? I've considered many things, but this particular part of my stack, I don't think there's anything else besides C++ that I want to use, because I'm trying to build something that is mega performant. Just for personal reasons, I guess. Anyways, you think I should accept these changes, man? I'm nervous now. If I got here before, I can get here again, right? I'm just accept all. Mega performance, save money on the hosting costs. Oh yeah, that is exactly the future plan whenever things start working. That's one reason. Another reason is, you know, I have been doing C++ for long enough where I feel I should be able to build something in C++, and I can't. I don't even know how to compile my binary, man. You know, that's not great. So that's why, like, at work, I'm just so dependent on internal tooling. Like, I don't need to know any of this junk to do C++. I just type C++ code and everything works. All the compilation and all that stuff is handled by internal tools. So have you looked into hosting providers? Who's a good low cost hosting provider? Yeah, I've been using No6 for a long time. I think they got great prices for some budget servers if you don't need crazy performance or crazy bandwidth, I should say, or both, crazy performance or crazy bandwidth. I'm a Spring Boot dev for work. It's all magic. Honestly, why not self-host? What do you mean self-host? Do you mean self-host as in from my home? Nah, I'm not doing that, man. I want it to be in a data center. I don't want my internet to be hosting anything. Are you self-hosting right now? I don't, depends on what you mean by self-hosting. I have a dedicated server that I rent monthly from a data center, and I host everything from there. But I don't host anything from my house, and I don't want to host anything from my house either. Yeah, I'm self-local hosting. I wouldn't even say it's co-location because I don't own, I'm only leasing. Alright, so I guess we just accepted all the dang things, and now oops. I'll run it from here. How much does it cost you? Like, I have a pretty beefy server for I think $80 a month. AWS is really the only option these days. AWS sucks, but the services, they do what they advertise. I don't think it's the only option these days, man. I don't even think you need it if you're just a small joke like me, even though it's more expensive to just rent a dedicated, but I feel I get way more power than if I were to try and do the same thing on AWS or EC2s or something, you know, because I'm renting like 64 cores or 32 cores, and I feel to get the same performance it's gonna be like $1,000+ a month, where I'm paying like $80 a month, you know. Can you negotiate GCP credits for free? Maybe. I think they give like 100K in credits all the time. But I haven't even really thought about that type of stuff, man. I just want to build some basic things first, and then I'll worry about serious hosting later on. But right now I'm planning to just have a couple dedicated servers for a few years, you know, maybe one day migrate to like AWS GCP if I need to. But I'd rather have that flat rate. So man, should I give up on this vibe coding stuff? It ain't working out too good. Should I just try and do this myself, man? No, Nah, one more time, one more time. I'm still getting errors. All right, let's see what they got for me here. Yeah, it's because they put that silly thing in there when they shouldn't have had it. Oh, let me cancel that. Wait. What are y'all saying? Still getting errors, yeah, errors. Am I reading their site correct? The data transfer is unmetered. Yeah, it is unmetered, but it's only 1 gigabit R-Fire. So if you don't need crazy bandwidth, it's a great option. But you are limited to 1 gigabit. And it's so cheap, man. Wait, I added this code, now I remove it, yeah. Alright, is it gonna work, man? Yeah, Q, do you have a dedicated server or something? Do you also rent one from them? I've had a dedicated server, at least one dedicated server for the last 11 years, I think. I've always had at least one dedicated out there for 11 years. At the peak of my freelancing career, maybe I had like 9 or 10 dedicated servers. Maybe 11 or something. 17 probably, I think, for a few months one time. But for maybe like the last 7 years or so, I only have just a single dedicated server. And I think of it like a cell phone bill. Like, I don't even, you know, I'm not gonna not pay for my cell phone bill 1 month just to try and save some money, man. It's just a part of life for me. Real Raymond Jones, welcome to the party. I'm gonna rent one. I have some local servers, but I don't host them online. Interesting. I was gonna say I have seen people with about 1,000 requests a second do okay on a $20 DigitalOcean box. Yeah, man. I think you can do a lot more than 1,000 requests a second, depending on what the requests are. But you can do a whole lot of stuff with one of these dedicated servers. Besides the website, use your server for anything else. I host family and friends websites, which I don't really have that many these days. I also like to host my game servers if I'm playing a game that requires a dedicated server, like Minecraft or whatever. I forget which games I've played, like Rust, 7 Days to Die, Terraria. I always just host them on that dedicated server. Websites, sometimes I'll have bots running on my servers or databases with stuff on them. And I think that's like, for the most part, all I've been doing with my servers. I've seen a missing index cost a company crazy money. Yeah, wait, it really depends on what the app is doing more than the resources you have. Well, I think both kind of matters, but yeah. Wait, could you use your server as a cloud gaming setup? Not mine, man. Mine doesn't even have a graphics card. It just has like a process of nice CPU, you know? Wait, a whole lot of stuff is interesting ways to describe super bass. What? What are you talking about? Is it? Did it just work? Did I just did I just containerize my thing? All right. How do I run it now? How do I run my server? Or not my server, my do you use Docker normally? Absolutely not, man. How do I turn on this image? I don't even know the terminology, man. This is a little bit embarrassing. I never used vibe code before, but you really just type a prompt and it does the thing. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, everybody likes to make fun of vibe coding, but those people are in denial, man. Vibe coding is the future. This is only the beginning of vibe coding, and it's been like so productive for me to just vibe. And it's like, man, it takes away all the annoying parts about coding. I think some of them, like tedious things, and it just does it for you. Like, no way I could be talking to chat and coding up this stuff at the same time, man. But look at that. That's what we're doing. Alright, how the hell do I launch this container, man? What did I call it? This is called WebSocket Server. I'm just click run. Yo, it's working. Wait, let me stop it. What's the command? What's the Docker Compose up? Wait, you sure it's Docker Compose up? Hold on. I think I get it now. I used to think jobs wouldn't be replaced by AI, but now it's pretty clear. Takes away the coding from coding. Yeah, man. Like the annoying coding stuff. Yeah, I'm not trying to use Docker Compose. I'm just trying to use Docker. What's the command to start a Docker image? Yeah, I just built the image though. I just want to know. Run the container. Look, it's working, man. All right, how do I test it? I think I gotta start everything else. Let me start up the rest of my stack. So this is my back end. I'm about to start up my front end, and then we'll see if this dang C++ container works. But you should use, yeah, I have a Docker Compose, but I don't want to mess with that right now because it has all my keys in there. And I'd rather just do it like this first, and then I'll move it to Compose. All right, here we go. Is it working? All right, this is the website. This is the chat. Oh, I'm not logged in. It's not working, man. Oh, it's working. Hold on. Let me log in with my other account here. Or who cares what account, right? No. Look at that, man. It's working. Isn't that crazy? Well, there we go. everything kind of works. Wait, you still need to pass the keys? Wait, no, my keys are hard-coded in the thing right now, man. Don't worry about that. I've been working for hours and it just works and I don't know why. What? Can't believe you're able to vibe this whole project. Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning, man. I haven't really done much besides get like a skeleton working. But I vibe coded a lot, man. I vibe coded. There's still some things to do, but I think I'm pretty satisfied with how AI has been helping me. So yeah, Steam Code stuff. Let me tell you everything. Wait until you have Vibe user submitted issues. Yeah, I'll wait until then. But I started making my website. I've added this chat feature. It's not live in production, but I've added, this whole thing is vibe coded, this chat stuff. My leaderboards are also vibe coded. The styling is vibe coded. This is half vibe coded, this one. That's about it. I've vibe coded the containerization of this C++ stuff. I vibe coded this Superbase SSR library in C++, which is a little crazy. Let me show you what this is all, it's not too much, but it made me this. Am I on LeetCode leaderboard? No, you gotta register, man. You gotta register to get on the leaderboards. FYI, your keys will be in plain text if you build with them, so never host in a public repo. Yeah, I'm not as careless with my keys as it seems I am. Right now it's just whatever, I guess. But I will, yeah, I'm gonna try and get them the right way. Maybe I should be doing that next. I think the Google Gemini 2.5 API is free right now. Does this tool support them? Yeah, I've been using Gemini 2.5 and Claude 3.7. Should be using .env vars. I've been using the Docker Compose. I put all my vars in the Docker Compose file. I don't know if that's okay or what. But yeah, I don't really have any env things. Yes and no. Uh-oh. It's the same env vars. Yeah, you need to make... Oh wait, Steam Code stuff. Sorry, I just saw your message. How do you register? Well, you gotta go on the website and you can sign up with Twitch or email password. I don't know if this works though, but Twitch works for sure. But is in the YAML. Yeah, all my env things are in my Docker Compose file on my thing. I don't really have any env vars for them specifically, you know. So you're saying I shouldn't do that, dead egos? That's bad. Having them in the Docker Compose. I guess they're plain text, but wouldn't they be in plain text somewhere anyways? Oh no, condom Chris. What's happening? Want a little type racer, huh? Move them out into a .env file and tell the same compose YAML to load the env file. Oh, I see. So instead of having like individual envs for each of these things, I just have one big env and have the Docker Compose file. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. All right, let's do this type racer real quick. No Condom Chris is trying to get the win. Don't Defense is also trying to get the win. Here we go. Should I send, you know, don't defenses subscribe to my Type Racer channel. All right, first race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. Let's do this. Man, maybe I shouldn't be vibe coding on Twitch, man. Now everybody's gonna know the power of vibe coding. Man, that's too long for me. Register, but it doesn't show my LeetCode numbers. Yeah, it's not fully automated yet, man. That's why. But don't you worry, Steven Code stuff. I'm about to fix you up right now. Here we go. What is it called? Algos tracker. Here we go. I'm running it for you right now. It's gonna take a little minute to run, but all right, Type Racer. While that's running, all right, it's working. While that's running, let's do the championship round for Type Racer. Wait, you would have to add LeetCode username somewhere too? Yeah, you have to add your LeetCode username to your profile page. My bad. The question is the code secure? And if you had read the relative docs, could you have done it in just as fast or be further along? I found it gets you started fast but slows you down later. Yeah, I think I would not have gotten further than I've gotten if I had tried it myself, man. But is it secure? Who knows? I gotta do an actual good review. All right, championship round. Man, I messed up so bad. All right. Number showed up. Yeah. All right. It just scraped you. Let's see. Steven Code stuff has appeared on the leaderboards. Dang. I think I'm about to drop below your rating real soon, Steven Code stuff. My rating has been in free fall. I've been from 2132. I'm going all the way down probably to like the 1800s. Where are my teeth? Welcome to the party. You on Cursor AI? Yeah, I'm on Cursor. What's happening, man? What's happening is LeetCode questions are so challenging now, and then you also have everybody cheating. Check Discord. Oh, dang. I didn't even... Oh, yeah. Don't defense just won that. My bad. I didn't even check to see who won. But let me show that picture, because No Condom Chris came in second place and Guest came in first place. Look at that. That is Don't Defense posted this message to show that he is the guest. Is cursor allowed at Google? Probably not at work. I don't use it at work. I use it only personally. And Bricky, what's happening? Wait, so 106 for don't defense. Here we go. Do you use Google's AI at work? I do, for sure. I use it probably the most. I'm the person that uses it the most in my team. I use it for everything, man. Every and anything, any and everything. I'm starting to embrace the AI, you know. All right, look at that. Don't defense just got his 41st win, and he's coming for no condom Chris. 43 wins. Bobby and Pat both getting up there. Yeah, they've been training, so it's good to see progression there, you know. I've been training too, but I've only been regressing, man. Anyways, very nice. What should we do next? It's only 10:30. I only plan to containerize the C++ stuff. I didn't really plan for anything else today. I don't even know what I need to do for my code. I guess we could work on styling it, because I'm not very happy with my style right here. It looks like a dang customer service support pop-up chat, man. DJ and Gamba? No, I'm not here to gamble. So let's try and style this chat room UI to look cooler. Let's see if I can instruct the AI to do that. Wait, how do I load this stuff up again? I'm gonna just kill everything. I have to load up a new folder. Have it break through the background when you get a message like the Kool-Aid guy. Yeah, that would be a little bit crazy if I could just tell the AI to do that and it would do it. I don't think we're there yet. Wait, FYI, you can create two-step builds. The first step is to compile image that produces the binary or the bin and then gets saved to the runner image that only has the binary output. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that technique. Maybe I should work on that some other time, but for sure that sounds useful. But right now we're gonna go back and change up some UI, and we're trying to change the chat room style. And I don't really know what I want, but let's change the styling of the chat room so it looks like Diablo 3 or something. Let me see what they'll do with that prompt. Otherwise, you have a bunch of artifacts left over in the image. Yeah, it makes sense. I know what you're talking about, Dead Egos. Makes it a smaller image. Good description of how to do it in 02 production in Rust books. Yeah, I will look into that, or I'll just tell the AI to do it. Wait, also be aware of the user permissions when running the bin. What do you mean by that? Wait. Oh, this isn't thinking too much, man. Let's do it again. Don't run as root. Use something like no user. I see what you're saying. Yeah, makes sense. All right, can this thing do some UI changes? Docker was one of the biggest reasons for recent hacks as of lately. Dang. Hope I don't get hacked, but you never know, man. It's likely that there are vulnerabilities in whatever I'm doing. People don't know how to lock it down right. Yeah, like me. I definitely don't know how to do anything. Alright, are we about to just accept everything on this vibe coded stuff? We probably are, man, but it's taken a long time to think. Maybe I should give it more specific directions, you know? Or do you think this is something I could do myself? Can I do front end CSS? Probably not, man. I don't even know what I want, but I know this isn't it. Like this looking thing? No, man. I'm thinking, I don't know. Make it match your color scheme from the page. Yeah, that's a bare minimum I'd like. Right now, I guess it kind of matches, but not too much. First, the messages. I don't like how it looks like WhatsApp or whatever. This baby doesn't even need CSS, well, I don't know. Tailwind either. Is the chat room a global chat room? Yeah, Steam Code stuff. It's supposed to be a chat room that anybody who's logged in on the website, they can talk to each other. You can screenshot it, paste it into cursor. What? Oh wait, let me see how far it's gone. Alright, you guys ready? It did a lot of things, man. LGTM. Looks good to me. Accept it all. Let me run that. See how it... Wait, I gotta... Hey, how do I... how do I run the dang... This is what I need. Port already allocated. What are you talking about, man? I guess I didn't shut it down good. Wait, how do I kill it? Alright, whatever. I ran it on another screen. Let me run this, and then... Hold on. Things ain't working right because... Alright, there we go. Dang, what the hell is this, man? Imager. Yo, it kind of looks crazy, though. Dang. Yo, what is this Imager junk they're trying to steal? It's insane to me that it knows what a Diablo 3 inspired theme is. Yeah, it tried. Alright, it looks alright, you know? Alright, revert changes. Wait. AK locks, what's happening? Do you ever get burnt out from programming? I don't program that much, man. Yeah, we gotta roll this back. How can we undo changes? Undo. Alright, let's see. Alright, it fixed it. You can screenshot it to see what it looks like too. Wait, what do you mean? All right, let's give it some more clear instructions. For Jesus Christ, I don't want this junk, man. Restore checkpoint. Uh-oh. How do I keep it restored? You know, I don't want to go back down here. Okay, let's change the chat room so that it is wider, and man, how do we do this? We want it wider, and I want like all the users to be on the left side, all the messages. Let me know simple instructions to see if it can do that first. Maybe this would be something, it would be faster if I tried it myself instead of trying to vibe code this part. Because I don't really know what I want yet, man. I just want to like play around with how it looks. But Gupta, you said screenshot to what it looks like? I'm not sure. Like I can just tell it to give me a screenshot of how the changes would look. Break it into increments and have the chat bot carry out the smaller increments of changes. Yeah, the problem is I don't know what the final state would look like, you know? Oh, take a screenshot of the current state so it knows better than just CSS. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, all right, let's see what it does for this change. I think it's still, oh look, it's wider. All right, this is a start. This is a start. How is it? All right, all right. Yes, accepts. I like that. Now, the next instructions I have is I don't like these little blue bubbles, man. I want it to just be plain old text. So how can I tell it? Okay, now let us remove the blue bubbles around user message. I would like the messages to be in the formats like, let's say, guest, whatever, hello there. Just plain text. That's all I want, man. I don't want any of that other stuff. Well, maybe the time. Wait, stop. Stop. Let me put the times in. Something like that. Can it do it, man? I'm sure it can do it. It's thinking. 3 seconds it took to think. And then we're done. Perfect. That is extremely perfect. Now, all right. What else do I want to change? I don't know yet. Maybe we can make it translucent. Let's accept all those changes. Are all the usernames supposed to be the same? No. That's... I think that's supposed to be me. It's not even supposed to say guest. Oh, man, they messed up my thing. That's supposed to say my name. Wait, let me tell it to fix it. Well, the username appears to be incorrect. Can we use the username that is defined in the message? The WebSocket message. The Wilster, what's happened? I want to be like you when I grow up. What you talking about, man? I don't think you want to be like me, man. I'm old and crusty. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. That looks. Oh, look! It just fixed it like that. Perfect. Perfect. All right, next. Let's make it translucent. Let's make the chat room translucent. Is that how you spell it? And change the font because it is ugly. Chat panel translucent? Yeah, that's what I want. I want the whole chat room part to be a little bit translucent. All right, we're getting somewhere with it. So I've been thinking, what should I work on next, man? Should I try and add like a Redis something, like caching layer to hold some old messages, so at least we have some previous state when you come in on the chat, you know, like the last 10 messages or something, last 50 messages, I don't know, last 3 hours of messages. I think that might be interesting because I do want to use Redis in some ways. Wait, what did it do? It didn't change the translucency, man. So, okay, the font looks better, but the chat room window is not translucent. This is the future. Gupta, what are you talking about, man? We want to be like you, Gupta. A mod in Eric Toe's server? Man, that's the pinnacle of software engineering right there. Man, how do you even get that job, man? Do you just reach out to Eric Toe and we're like, hey man, if you let me be the mod, I'll do something? Or do you know Eric Toe in real life? Wait, did it do anything, man? It didn't even do anything. Oh, dang, I can change this? I didn't even know I could change that, man. It's crazy. It's somewhat oh, because yeah, it's like, yeah, it's somewhat translucent. All right, I got very nice. Now let us make it movable by dragging it around. Let's see if we can do this. Who's Eric? Eric Toe. Eric Toe is a legendary grandmaster in competitive programming. He's on Codeforce's legendary grandmaster. I mean, I just used to be on all his streams on YouTube, Twitch, so I first became a mod on Twitch, and then Discord was created, and I was an early joiner there too. I see. Interesting. I guess that's kind of how Q Ultimus became my mod. He was here for all of my early Twitch streams, and he showed up every day. When I showed up every day, he showed up every day. I was like, dang, I don't see anyone else showing up all the time. Q showed up like all of my streams in the initial run. I did like 150 days in a row. That's my peak Twitch career right there, about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. All right, do you think this stuff is gonna work, man? I just asked it to make it so that I can drag the dang chat room around the website. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look how crazy this is, man. I just vibe coded this in 15 minutes. Well, when I go to that page, it messes up. So some of these links aren't nice. I guess that one isn't great. All right, we're gonna have to figure that one out. I haven't met him in real life. If only I was good enough to at least qualify for ICPC World Finals. Dang. Why is it doubling the output? Because we are in dev mode. So it's like sending 2 times everything. Are you Lionel Richie? Man, that's the only song I know from him. And I know it because it's such a crazy music video. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that music video, but he's 100,000% big time creeping, man. I don't know who told him it was a good idea to make that music video. If he's like, I'm not gonna play it, but he's supposed to be like a professor, and then he's like talking about his student, his blind student. I forget her name, but she's supposed to be blind, and then he's creeping on her the whole time, man. Look at that. He's big time creeping. And anyways, if you guys have some time and you want to watch this video, I'll link it to you. But it's a great song. And then there's the hello. Where did I see these things? There's a lot of dumb things with this guy. I swear I saw like a brand that was said this. Hello, is it tea you're looking for? Anyways, talk about it too much, man. Dang, 110 million views. Let me see what the comments saying. Nothing too crazy. All right, we got 1 hour left. I feel like I've done way more than I planned. All right, I don't like how it moves. So let me tell cursor, it kind of works, but while I am dragging, it does not It does not move with the cursor. Can you fix that? I don't even check the code, man, because it kind of works. Alright, do you think they'll be able to fix it? Let's see. Accept. It's a little bit better, but not super smooth, you know. Can we get it to be super smooth? It is a bit better, but still there is a lot of lag. Would be better just to have you click somewhere and it jumps there, but then I don't know if that's better, because anywhere you click on the screen the chat's gonna jump. Yeah, drag feels more natural, and I just want it to just kind of stay up there wherever we are on the page, you know. But it looks like this link doesn't route well, because I think it actually sends you to a URL instead of using whatever router Remix has, or navigation thing. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to optimize the dragging. I don't even know. I think I should really sit down and think about what I want to do next. I know I need to work on a lot of things. The whole WebSocket server is not actually for a chat room, man. But this is just a starter project for WebSockets for me. But the real project is having a type racer game locally on my website, so we don't have to race on type racer. So maybe I'll start making moves towards that now that we have like a basic WebSocket thing going on, and maybe I can just start working on a type racing UI. All right, let's see. Let's see what it does here. I guess this is acceptable. Wait, make it more transparent. Anyways, Jordan Paul KS, how are you doing? How am I? I'm doing all right, man. We're just vibe coding. I've vibe coded this little chat room thing on the website. It's not in production yet, but we just vibe coded the drag and drop, or drag feature where you can drag it wherever. We also vibe coded earlier. The C++ app is now containerized in a Docker file, Docker image. 100% vibe coded that. That was nice. That's what it's running on right now. Yeah, so things are looking good. Let's say very successful session this evening. I'm like accomplishing more than I had set out to accomplish. I don't even remember what I just told this thing to do. Oh yeah, make it more translucent. Yeah, or transparent. Phoenix Plays from YouTube, what's happening? I feel like poop right now, but I saw Docker in the title, so I joined. Yeah, we already did the Docker part, Phoenix Plays. Maybe I should change the title, but I'm too lazy, man. we were playing with Docker to containerize the C++ app, and let me show you what it, well, I can't show you. Oh, I can't show you. No, this ain't the Docker thing, man. Anyways, we did it earlier. This isn't, we didn't do it on the front end. We did it on the server part that's on this chat room. What editor is this? This is Cursor. Yeah, Cursor. So now, I feel like a fraud when it comes to coding, not gonna lie. Why do you say that, Phoenix Plays? Can you code? Sounds like you know how to code. That's not something a fraud would say, man. That's something somebody who's good at coding would say. Too much vibe coding exposure? Yeah. I am a big fan of vibe coding. Can't lie. Sunrise Lo-Fi, welcome to the party. And Subby Bear 44, how you doing? Teach you. What do you want to learn? I don't have much to teach, man. Alright, should we just deploy this whole thing? You guys think it's ready for production, man? I don't think it's ready. I'm afraid. But we have an hour, so I guess I could. How do you reinforce yourself to learn C++ and do LeetCode with it? I feel like every time I'm learning a language, I'm problem solving, but I'm not programming, if you know what I mean. Then I just forget. Phoenix Plays. I really wanted to do C++ because I wanted to work in large scale systems and like distributed systems or whatever. And I wanted to work at like that scale that only a few companies have ever reached, like Google or Facebook or something, Microsoft. So that's why I chose to learn C++, and that's why I did LeetCode with C++, because I wanted to like find an infrastructure team who would see that I did things in C++ and maybe it was like a benefit that I've already been familiar with the language. Is 9 to 5 a dev? Is there 9 to 5 a dev job? Yes. I'm a software engineer at Google. What's distributed systems? Distributed systems is just a system that is so big that you gotta spread it out across the world, man. Or across many different servers. So yeah, I only did C++ at Google though. So before Google, I never had any C++ experience, but I trained LeetCode exclusively in C++. It's really about distribution and less CPU throughput. But C++ is very bad for enterprise, devs struggling with seg faults in prod. Amazon mostly uses Java. Is that true? I don't know about enterprise, man. But every C++ infrastructure system at Google is heavily in C++, man. And I'm sure at other big companies like that, the infrastructure is built with C++. I can't imagine them using Java for infrastructure. Or something. Maybe latency isn't as important if you're using Java, you know. Teach me how to break into big tech. I don't know how. I got super lucky by just being ready to interview at the right time back in 2021. Give me the best piece of advice you wish you knew when you were younger. Man. I wish when I was younger, I knew that I wish I knew how to be consistent when I was younger. I used to not know how to manage my time properly. I think time management is probably my biggest weakness when I was younger, and still probably my biggest weakness today. So if you can manage your time and you're able to do what you do when you want to do it, you'll go very far, man. But if you're young and you don't know how to manage your time and you end up playing Path of Exile until 4 a.m. in the morning every day or something, that's not great. So you got to learn how to manage your time more efficiently. I'm a young buck, third year CS student, just finished third year. I get imposter syndrome. All my friends got an internship. I feel left behind. Have you been applying aggressively for internships and stuff? Like, have you been proactive in your hunts? Or have you been kind of active, but then as soon as you hit some resistance, you kind of lose motivation? I think you just got to keep on keeping on. If it's not working out for you, you got to try and do something else or switch up your game plan. What are y'all talking about, man? Latency is near equal if you use JIT or something. Best advice is to try hard while young, because after a time you won't be able to improve. What are you talking about? Don't defense. You can't say that to Bobby Blue, man. Yeah, keep on keeping on, Bobby Blue. You're guessing better, Bobby Blue. I remember when you first started streaming, you were not as highly rated. I don't know. Maybe the recent contests have been getting you down, man, but so have I. Like, I've been really sucking on the recent contests. Got interviews, but I didn't blow it out of the wall, so I need to sharpen up my technical skills, not gonna lie. So there is that portion of self-reflection. Been applying for adjacent IT roles as well as anything in tech. Phoenix Plays, it seems like you got a few opportunities, but it sounds like you weren't ready when those opportunities presented themselves. And that's okay. It's for it to happen one time, but you best not make it happen again, man. So that means you gotta, anything that you felt you could have improved on during those first interviews, you need to tackle those. You need to make sure that you won't slip up on those areas again. And you also need to think of your weaknesses and work on them. Just try and get better at interviewing. That sounds like your problem right now. How was the last contest? Very bad. I did extremely terrible. Probably losing about 20 something elo points, but it's all good. How many projects should I code in C to really be comfortable in C? Man, C, I don't know anything about C, man, but I'd say one good project would make you really comfortable. And good meaning complex, you know, one project of a like complex size that touches on all types of stuff would probably be good enough. So, or it could be like 50 small ones. I don't know, man. C is horrendous. May as well code in assembly. Yeah, I don't do C. But C probably has its place somewhere. I don't know where. I've seen a lot of C, C++ gigs in embedded systems and less in web dev. C is C++. Man, it's a bunch of standard libraries. Is that true? Or is... I think C++ is more than just C with a bunch of standard libraries. But I'm not. I think C++ was built to be performance. Like, I don't really know much about the history of C++ and C and what they're used for. But I know that C++ is the most performant language out there, generally speaking, you know. Imagine if the world only coded in assembly. Man, I wouldn't be programming if that was true. C++ is oop. C isn't. Yeah, I don't. Objective C is. Yeah, I don't know much about C, man. C sharp, probably. C sharp. Probably. Wait, probably what? Objective oriented programming? F? F? What does that mean? Am I offline? Am I live? Or what? Saved? Did I go off? Oh. You're back. I guess my internet glitched or something, man. Thank you. I'm back. I didn't mean to go away. It's probably Twitch, man. How long would you say it took you to get comfortable with C++? Man, I am not comfortable with C++. Phoenix Plays, I barely know how to compile C++, man. I don't even know how to link in a third-party library into my binary, man. So I am not comfortable with C++ yet, but I've been doing C++ for 4 years at my job. Yeah, but I'm just a tiny cog in a big machine, you know? Like, I don't have to deal with that. It's insane how hard it is to add a library in C++. I feel like that too, don't defense, but it seems everyone else knows how to do it except me, man. So you're comfortable with it in some capacity. Yes, I understand C++ code, and I understand some things about what you can do with C++. And I know a little bit about pointers and whatnot, but and like pointer or whatever, passing pointer ownership around. But I'm not an expert by any means in any of these things, man. You add a reference in your Visual Studio project? That's how you do it? Hey, don't defense. Are you a Java programmer or what? Like, clearly you do C++ for competitive programming, but when you're not doing competitive programming, you're doing Java. Java is trivial to do build. It has shitloads of libraries because lots of old people worked on it. It's easy to do multi-threading. It's insanely portable. Do you use a lot of standard library at work? No, we don't use many things from the standard library because I suppose the standard library is not super optimized. There's a lot of inefficiencies in many things. Like, for example, we don't use any unordered maps or things like that. We use like third party. We use a lot of Absol stuff. Phoenix 7862, what's happened? Thank you very much for that hydrate. Cheers. Wait, I'm gonna switch Twitch. Hold up. Oh, Phoenix, that's you from Twitch. I mean, from YouTube. What's happening, man? Welcome to the Twitch party. I've worked on one big C++ project and I wanted to shoot myself. Wait, old Lopta is an old people. What is an old people? Is 40 plus old? Is 35 plus old? Is 50 plus? I think I'm old people for some of you. Having written C++ 11 for 4 years in a legacy code base, hoping to never do it again. Yeah, I don't think I've written any C++ 11 exclusively. I think at work we're using like C++ 20. But I don't even know, man. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm using C++ 20, man. But we have all the smart pointers and whatnot. I don't know when those came about. Yeah, we use a lot of Absol and we use a lot of GTL. So let me see, are those Greg's template library, that's what the hell that means? That can't be it. This can't be the GTL that we use. Who knows where the GTL stuff is from? But Absol, this is the Absol libraries that we use a lot. Absol is public. Yeah, maybe the GTL stuff is not. C++11 is a smart pointer, as you know. Before that was also pointer. Yeah, I don't know anything about also pointer. What do you think about Rust? I don't really think about Rust. I don't know anything about Rust, man, except that's what all the people on the internet always talking about, man. But I've never looked into Rust. I've never built anything with Rust. I don't know what it does differently. I don't know anything about Rust, man. So C++ exclusively here. People I respect like Rust, thus I think it's probably good. I see. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about it, but I've never gone into it myself. Mainly because I want to continue down the C++ path, just because I think it's so difficult, man. It must be worth knowing, you know? And then when I see the stats from C++ to like other languages, like runtimes and stuff, it's crazy how much more performant C++ is. It has a whole different way of memory management. Interesting. It's not hard. Perhaps I should stick with C until I've learned curses. What? Curses? People made Rust to improve on issues from C, C++, but I feel like I don't know those well enough still. Yeah, I don't know anything, man. But everybody uses C++. Maybe Rust is too new to be adopted widely. You know, like we're not using Rust in infrastructure at Google. I don't think like HFT people, are they using Rust? Maybe it's not mature enough yet. Maybe some people are experimenting with switching over to, like, when was Rust invented? Who knows? 10 years ago, dang. Oh, Mozilla invented it. Firefox is built with Rust. I don't use Firefox, man, but is Firefox still bumping? It almost ended up in Linux kernel. Wait, Dead Egos, do you use Rust? Curses means you're spending too much time on C. Unless you're coding kernel, get some nice OOP. Dang, I don't even know what curses is. I don't think so. They had a project where they tried it, called Quantum maybe, but SpiderMonkey, their JS engine is still mostly C++. Don't use Firefox on Windows. Totally. So I use Rust to make WebAssembly. Yeah. So my goals are get better at C++. In particular, I want to make like back-end web apps in C++ for some reason. I don't really have a great reason, but it's just something I want to do. And I don't even know what else I want to do, man. That's all I want to do. Have you tried to learn template metaprogramming? Yeah, I know a little bit of template metaprogramming. I've done some of it before, but I'm by no means an expert, man. But I know how to get by. That's legit insane. Backend in C++. Yeah. Don't defense. I am not a stable person, man. I'm quite crazy. And sometimes I do things that don't make any sense. Like this whole project, man. This whole thing doesn't make any sense. For a self-hosted type racer app, it makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly what I want it for. I'm just trying to build some high performance back-end servers that will allow me to make some cool websites that don't cost a crazy amount of money to host. My idea is I just want one dedicated server that I pay $80 a month, and I have that scale to hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands. I don't know how much it will scale to yet. But if I can just have one of those things scale to tens of thousands of users, my life will be complete. I don't even know if I'll get tens of thousands of users, but the idea that it could handle that many is nice, you know? Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I feel like I'm just talking nonsense. I know server costs can get up there, but somehow $80 sounds like a lot. Nah, $80 is chump change, man. I mean, it's a lot for 10 users, yeah. But if it can handle 10 million users, then it's like really cheap. Where you deploy your website, I have a dedicated server on No6. I don't even know which one I got. I got probably this one right here, I think. Oh, it's out of stock. You abandoned wholesale internet. It's the same company, Don't Defense. This is wholesale internet, No6. It's the same company. It's just a different label, like white label or something, or different brand. But they're literally exactly the same. And yeah, so I really enjoy having my own thing like this instead of relying on AWS. And I know there's a lot of advantages for going AWS, but I'd like to do what I do, man, you know? Okay, I don't know what else to do now. Can you give me more SSH private key for a bit? Yeah. Hit me up on Discord and I'll send it to you for sure. Don't Defense. Come on, man. Get out of here. Anyways. Oh yeah, I was talking about I was gonna try and deploy all the changes. Should we do that? Let me try and do that. I gotta remember how everything works. No, I don't wanna deploy because I'll do it off stream. Only because I have a bunch of environment variables in my Docker Compose that I don't feel like showing everybody right now. And then I gotta add the new C++ thing that we created today to the Docker Compose. Let me shut down, open up the WebSockets thing. Yeah, so I got this image, and I guess all I gotta do is add something to my other Docker Compose and add it to the same networks, and then have them, I gotta have them talk to each other. But yeah, I think this is an offline project. Man, for the last 35 minutes of my stream, I don't really know what to do. I might even end early just because I think I'm getting too far ahead of myself. And I have to think about the next. Do some LeetCode? No, man. Brent Arata, how you doing, man? Welcome to the party. What's been happening, Brent Arata? Let me see what you've been up to real quick. The last time you streamed was 2 days ago. How did I miss that, man? I feel like I haven't seen you online in a long time. But maybe I'm just not on Twitch as much. Do some LeetCode, don't end early. Oh man, I got a lot of things to do. Got a lot of things to do, don't defense. Oh, Bobby Blue wants a type race real quick. Alright, we can type race. Gonna hit that Peloton. Nah, I'm absolutely not gonna hit that Peloton, man. I gotta get rid of that thing soon. But nah, I use it at least 10 times, real Raymond Jones. It's helps me a little bit, for sure. But I'm not super consistent. I got new internet, so I'm back to streaming again. Nice, nice. Found my curses manual. What the hell? Curses? It's curses? I don't even know what that is. Alright, you guys ready for the warm-up round? Yeah, we're ready. Alright, we gotta let don't defense not win. I gotta well, this is a warm-up round. Do whatever you want, man. Dang, 124. Blazing. What the heck? N curses? Oh, it's nurses? What you talking about, Icy Black Deep? What are you talking about? I was ahead, I think, until the middle. Yeah. Well, real Raymond Jones, you gotta do it again in the championship round. Here we go. Championship round. Kind of random, but what you said earlier about the thing you wished you learned, being time management and consistent, is gonna stick with me. Eldoraz Nova, I think absolutely. If I had some consistency when I was younger, I wouldn't be streaming right now, man. I would have probably been a lot better off in my life. Now I rely on this stream for me to be consistent because it's the only way I've learned. Anyways, championship round time, man. Here we go. Jesus, we got Don't Defense first place with a 108. Real Raymond Jones second place with a 101. And third place, man, Q. I think that keyboard is slowing you down, man. You gotta get off that thing. Dang, 66. My typing speed is suffering, yeah. I think I sabotaged you with that keyboard, man. But that keyboard is not a speed racer. It's more like a luxury ride, you know. Are Cherry MX switches overrated? Are they? I don't think they're. Wait, don't defense with 108. Let's put that up on the board. And then, all right, I got homework. I think I have to think about what I'm going to be working on next. I think it should be the type racer stuff finally. Because I've built out the website, I've done a bunch of random things here. I've done, oh, maybe it's to deploy the chat thing first. But eventually I want to start working on the type blazer thing. My average all time is greater than 100, which seems insane. Why is it insane? Is it because you were never over 100 WPMs until you came to this stream? And now you've been racing all the time and you've gotten so fast? Looking to buy a mini Cherry MX keyboard. What do you mean mini? Like 40%? Like how big? Raspberry Pi 400 keyboard. What the heck? 60%? Yeah, 60%'s not ideal. I don't know. I think a 60. I think this is a 60%. It might be a 65. I don't remember. But this was like my first custom keyboard I built, and I've found out 60%, 65% are not for me, man. 75% is the best size keyboard, I think. Cast off Raspberry Pi 400. What is that? Man, what kind of toddler's keyboard are you using, man? 75% TKL, nah. 75% is TKL is not. TKL doesn't have the numpad. 75% is even smaller than a TKL. It's not a keyboard, that's a whole computer. What kind of Fisher Price computer you have, man? Or whatever. Is Fisher Price still a thing? Yeah, it's still a thing. I'm just making fun, man. Don't listen to me. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah, it's probably actually cool. I don't have any Raspberry Pis or nothing like that, man. Used to have 100%, but I haven't had time to play with 3D modeling software lately to make it worth it. Wait, what do you mean make it worth it? 100%. 75, best size keyboard. Used for traveling. Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't imagine wanting a Raspberry Pi over a laptop. I guess it has its uses if you just really need a super small form PC, but I don't know if traveling is a use case for it, you know, because I just get a laptop. But maybe to build some type of product that needs a small computer inside of it, you know. I was pleasantly surprised that it does everything I need for day-to-day computing. Dang. I use a numpad a lot when working with software like Blender. Blender? Isn't that like some 3D? Brent Arata, what are you doing with Blender, man? You can always get like an external numpad, like wait, Mammoth 20? Like the Mammoth 20. Look at that numpad, man. Just a little numpad, so you can have a nice 75% keyboard. Brenda's game dev. Oh yeah, I think I seen one of your climbing games way back in the day, man. Brent Arata. It's like some dude trying to do rock climbing. It's probably a really long time ago. Got 2 Raspberry Pis. What do you use them for, Raymond Jones? I bought a few Raspberry Pis like 10 years ago. Or, yeah, 10 years ago. I was gonna try and build my own drone, but that never happened, you know, got lazy. You know, the PC numpad was designed for us with the left hand. It's modeled on an accountant's calculator. Big buttons on the right for your thumb. I did not know that. I thought the dang numpad was designed for my right hand, man. But so you're saying the numpad should be on the left side of the keyboard instead of the right side? Be like this, you know, instead of like this. Interesting. Anyways, I'm talking nonsense, man. I think I should get out of here. Wait, how's learning Japanese going? I'm about to go do that right now, don't defense. That's why I need to get out of here. I got a lot to do. Works great on the right. Yeah, I've never had issues. Dude on stream? No. I'm embarrassed of my Japanese accent. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to Japan this summer, July and August. Well, I don't know how long I'm going for again. Were you embarrassed when you started LeetCode? Man, I was. I remember first time streaming on Twitch. Anytime certain topics came up, I just got really flustered, man. I'm happy most of y'all never saw that. But I used to get super flustered on stream when, especially after like somebody raided with more than 10 people. I wouldn't even know how to respond, man. I have a 1,181 day streak on Duolingo, but I'm not really conversational. Yeah, man, somebody told me about a really great website to get like a tutor. Now I can't remember it, man. Do any of you guys know? There's, wait, Itaki? What? I don't think that rings a bell, but maybe. Maybe. Udemy? Nah. It's like finding a real life tutor. Not tutorial. Like somebody to connect with, to teach me. Oh. Itaki or Itaki. I don't know. Maybe this is it. Real Raymond Jones, have you used this? Trying to get a Japanese teacher. I'll get him right now. For like 3 sessions for Korean. Why are you trying to learn Korean, man? You gotta try to watch all them K-dramas without subtitles or what? Or listening to the K-pop without lyrics. Either one of those, man. I don't know which one it is. That's the only reasons I can imagine. When is your permanent move to Osaka? Brent Arata, you asking the right questions, man. I don't know. But I've been eyeing this city a lot lately. Fukuoka, man. Maybe Fukuoka is the next place I'm trying to be, you know? I took Korean in college for a year. Do you remember anything? Why Fukuoka? I don't know. I just hear it's really cool. I've been hearing Fukuoka is a place to be for many, many, many years. For about 8, 9 years now I've been hearing this, that Fukuoka is bumping. Everybody I meet, like expats who I used to run into who lived in Japan while I was living there, anybody mentions Fukuoka, it's like they talk about it obsessively. So, you know, so many people can't be wrong, man. That's why I don't really have any great reasons besides that. Best place for ramen, yeah, that's not a reason for me, but might be a reason for some people. I can still write the Korean alphabet and read sounds of it. Don't remember many phrases anymore. Does everyone forget languages class? Yeah, Q. I took 12 years of Spanish class, man. I can't say nothing. I did 3 semesters of Japanese in college, and I can read hiragana and forgot katakana and kanji, and can't speak much of the language anymore. Yeah. Perhaps they have Korean family. Yeah, real Raymond Jones, maybe. You don't use it, you forget it. I remember fragments of a different language that I learned in the equivalent of high school. What does that mean? The equivalent of high school. I don't even know what that could mean. Anyways, I don't even know. Secondary school. Should just do a LeetCode problem, man. Nah. I can't even do the daily problem. Wait, learn Japanese, not Mo? What is this? Wait, don't defense. How's your Japanese right now? Have you been studying, man? Are you gonna be able to communicate with people when you go there? Wait, what? This is sick? Guy looks good. Real Raymond Jones, are you learning any languages right now? Or, wait, I forget. You said you're doing C++ at work? I forget what you said you're doing at work, man. Do you feel LeetCode questions are the best way to interview someone? Jordan Paul KS. Depends. Depends on what you're looking for in your candidates. I think if you're looking for somebody with just general aptitude, maybe you can get a lot of information from a LeetCode thing. If you're looking for somebody with very specific knowledge on your stack, probably not do LeetCode. I think LeetCode gives a lot of great signals generally, but maybe it doesn't give the full picture, you know. I think LeetCode in combination with other things might be maybe a couple LeetCoding questions, maybe a couple like peer-to-peer or pair programming type debugging or build something together, something object-oriented programming might be good. Maybe a little discussion about system design might be good. I think, yeah, I think the way interviews are, they're not terrible. Maybe just a little bit too LeetCode heavy sometimes, but that's why everybody grinds LeetCode, man. I think, I don't know. I guess not all companies use LeetCode, you know. Like, especially as startups and stuff, they don't seem to ask much LeetCode questions. It's more of like, here's something to build. Let's see how you build it. or like trivia or peer-to-peer programming. So I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, I'm saying I don't know a better way than LeetCode. Apparently, everyone is either Chinese or Indian in Bay Area tech jobs. I don't think that's totally true, but yeah, there's a lot. All seg-tree questions in interview. Yeah, right. That's a hot take? Wait, what's a hot take? Wait, what did I just say? About LeetCode being pretty good for an interview? Or what? Oh, yeah. No, I just read in the chat whatever real Raymond Jones saying. I don't have hot takes, man. Except I'm out of here. That's probably my hot take. It's like 40% of the world population. Yeah, wait, let's see. That's probably way more than that, man. Because, I mean, there's like 1.4 in China. How do you spell that word? There's only 10 million overseas, 50 million. Dang, I thought it'd be way more than that. Codes back in C++. I don't have a hot take. Man, that's not a hot take. If you want performance, that's what you do, right? How is C++ a hot take? Yeah. Wait, let's check India population. Dang. India has overtaken China? What year is this, man? That happened 2 years ago? I didn't even know that. It's crazy. Wait, what's the third? What's the third most popular? USA is the third? Come on, man. For real? Today I learned. I thought China was still #1. I guess I just got boomer knowledge, man. China and their one-child policy. Yeah, I guess they did. Let's bet. What is the most common language used for a backend? I'm gonna say PHP. Well, how do you define most common use for a backend? Because is that by how many projects are written in the language or how many people are served by the language? You know, because all of Google backend or infrastructure is C++, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a lot of C++ that happens behind the scenes in many places. I guess it's hard to define those things. GitHub released a report and said Python. I think JavaScript is second on GitHub's report. I would say, yeah. But it depends on how you say most common. Like most projects using it, does that mean most common? What if 100,000 really tiny projects uses one language, and then 10 projects that the whole world uses, uses another language? Then the smaller projects are gonna win, even though the 10 projects probably serve the whole world. There has to be a consensus somewhere as a server. Active running servers. Active, all right, most popular backend language. What if most of the world uses GitHub, but Google and Meta use Mercurial internally? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a hard question to answer because it's not a well-defined, like, what most common language use means. But um anyways, I don't even know where to see that stats. Something a browser hits. Man, even then, man, it's kind of tough. I'm just thinking about work. Like we have, we call it the Google front end. That's things that the browser hits. But then the Google front end, like, goes and talks to so many other services, and a lot of them are C++, but they're not directly hit by the front end. But yeah, I guess if you just want to know most popular languages, man, it's probably going to be JavaScript, Python, maybe PHP because of WordPress. Java is bumping too. I don't know, man. Should we look at one of these links? Python. But these are just like projects with the language, maybe. Look at that, C++? What the heck? Number 2, according to this thing. Dang, look at PHP all the way down there. Who knows? Oh, this is ratings. I don't know what that means, just how many people like it. I guess people love C++ and Python. People hate Visual Basic, man. Visual Basic was the very first language I learned. Or VB.NET. VB.NET was... You don't like VB, man? Come on. It was so nice for me. Dang, C++ 1, 2022. Look at that. And 2003. Two-time champ. Alright, what else is out there, man? Most popular technology is JavaScript. Yeah. I don't even know what the point is looking at this stuff. VS Code is bumping. Notepad++, people still use that junk, man. Dang, Vim? I thought that would be higher. I don't even know any of these things. Sea Lion? MS Paint on there? Yeah, where's MS Paint, man? That should be on there. I don't know any of these things. Oh, I guess Notion, Trello. I don't use none of those other stuff. Markdown files, I guess I use. Oh, operating systems. Windows, bumping. I'm running Windows right now, man. Mac OS, Ubuntu. Well, I got the top 3. Top 4, I got Android. I guess I got this too. I don't got iOS. Debian. Arch. I use Arch, man. Arch sucks, man. Gotta have Windows to play most video games. Yeah, that's why I use it. I have to say, Arch Linux sucks majorly. If you like convenience. That's why you have a work Mac and a fun Windows. Yeah, that's exactly what I got, Don't Defense. I got a work Mac and I got 2 fun Windows and I got 1 work Linux Ubuntu. Yeah, I agree. I really like my Mac for productivity, like doing serious business on there. I don't try and play games on my Mac, but I only play games on my Windows, man. Can I play Marvels right now? I'm about to, man, I might not play anything tonight. But I've been playing some Path of Exile 2 a little bit. The way you said Arch sucks sounds like there's an antidote, or however you say that, somewhere in there. Yeah, I tried it once for like a week, and my Bluetooth stopped working. All I wanted to do was listen to some cool hacker music when I was trying to do some hacking on Arch Linux. And I just couldn't get the dang Bluetooth thing to work again. And I tried for like 2 days to get that thing to work. And in the end, I just installed Windows. Everything worked. Let's queue up in Marvel. I don't even play that game, man. It's time for me to go, man. I'm ready to get out of here today. So I'm about to go raid somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be though. I wiped my Mac Mini the day I got it and installed. What the heck? Play some Peloton? Nah, it's too late for that. What are we gonna do? We're about to raid one of these people. LeetCode with me, no cam, but doing big tech interview.
And then at the end, will equal to 6.
Oh, he's talking though. Or we got this guy, Michael Deming. LeetCoding. Cam on, talking. I'm gonna go with Michael Deming, man. That's who we're about to raid. Wait, no cam 1 follower? Or cam 135 followers? Wait, you think we should hit the no cam 1 follower guy, Real Raymond Jones? Wait, don't raid the 1 follow guy. Yeah, he has to work his way up to get to get raided, right? This guy looks like he's putting some effort into it. I even set my CPU topology. What are you talking about, dead egos, man? I don't even know what that means. Anyways, let's go raid Michael Deming. Oh, he's looking at us. He's looking at us right now in the camera. He knows we're coming, man. He's watching out. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Q Ultimus. See you next time. Real Raymond Jones, Dead Egos. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Eldoraz Nova. Adios. Thank you very much for hanging out. Don't Defense. Lopta. Have a good night. Brent Arata. See you later. Alligator. Jordan Paul KS. See you next time. Maybe on Wednesday. Wait. What's today? Yeah, Wednesday. Icy Black Deep. See you next time. NJ Gaming. Have a good night. Blossoming Petals. What's happening? And have a good night. Thank you, everyone. We vibe coded a bunch of shit today, and I'm gonna try and get it into production. One day I'm gonna get you to sip on that sweet, sweet elixir. Man, it's gonna be one day long time away from now. I'm gonna tell you that much. Anyways, see you later, YouTube.